Friday the 13th, a day that's been shrouded in mystery and fear for centuries. Some say it's cursed, others dismiss it as a superstition. But tonight I'm going to take you through 3 real-life, terrifying events that happened on this infamous day. From historical horrors to freak tragedies, these stories will leave you questioning, is it just bad luck? Or is Friday the 13th truly cursed? Join me, if you dare, as we journey into the darkness and uncover the chilling truth behind these real-life horrors. My journey begins in medieval France in the year 1307. The Knights Templar, a once revered order, found themselves teetering on the precipice of destruction. For almost 2 centuries, these warrior monks had enjoyed immense power and prestige, their coffers overflowing with wealth accumulated during the Crusades. They were the protectors of pilgrims, the guardians of the Holy Land, their influence stretching from the battlefields of the Middle East to the royal courts of Europe. But their formidable strength, their very success, had sown the seeds of envy and suspicion. King Philip IV of France, a ruler known for his ruthlessness and avarice, cast a covetous eye upon the Templars' riches. He saw in them not holy warriors, but a potential source of funds to replenish his depleted treasury. And so, on that fateful Friday, the 13th of October, Philip made his move. Under a veil of secrecy, sealed orders were dispatched to his agents across the kingdom. At dawn, the trap was sprung. Templars in their hundreds, from the humblest knight to their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, were seized, accused of the most heinous crimes, heresy, blasphemy, devil worship. The accusations were as absurd as they were unfounded. A smokescreen for Philip's naked greed, but the Templars, their military might rendered useless, were helpless to resist. They were dragged from their beds, their strongholds ransacked, their treasures seized. The full weight of the French monarchy bore down upon them. Tortured, starved, and broken, many confessed to the fabricated charges, their words extracted under duress. The once proud order, the sword and shield of Christendom, was shattered, its name forever tarnished. The fate of Jacques de Molay, the Templars' last Grand Master, stands as a chilling testament to Philip's cruelty. Condemned to death, he was burned at the stake on an island in the Seine. As the flames consumed him, legend has it that he cursed both Philip and Pope Clement V, who had acquiesced to the king's demands. Within a year, both men were dead. Was it merely coincidence, or was a more sinister force at play? Whatever the truth, the demise of the Templars on that Friday the 13th sent shockwaves through Europe. It marked not only the fall of an order, but the birth of a legend. A tale whispered in hushed tones, a stark reminder of the perils of power and the enduring shadow cast by that ill-omened day. High in the desolate peaks of the Andes Mountains, a different kind of horror unfolded on another Friday the 13th. On October 13th, 1972, a chartered flight carrying a Uruguayan rugby team and their supporters crashed into a remote glacier. Of the 45 souls on board, only 29 survived the initial impact, their ordeal just beginning. Stranded at an altitude of over 11,000 feet, surrounded by a desolate landscape of ice and rock, they faced a desperate fight for survival. Their meager supplies dwindled rapidly, and hope of rescue faded with each passing day. The outside world, unaware of their plight, seemed impossibly distant as the bitter cold seeped into their bones and hunger gnawed at their bellies. The survivors were confronted with an agonizing choice, a decision that would test the very limits of their humanity. With no other means of sustenance, they turned to the unthinkable, consuming the bodies of their deceased companions. It was a pact forged in desperation, a gruesome necessity to stay alive. In the face of unimaginable horror, they clung to the slimmest thread of hope, their spirits sustained by the belief that they would be found. For 72 agonizing days, they endured, their bodies pushed to the brink, their minds haunted by their ordeal. Finally, on December 23rd, two of the survivors, Nando Parado and Roberto Canissa, embarked on a perilous trek across the treacherous mountains. Their journey was a testament to human resilience, a desperate gamble to escape the icy grip of the Andes. After 10 grueling days, they stumbled upon a Chilean shepherd, their ragged appearance a shock after weeks of isolation. The news of their survival and the harrowing tale of their ordeal sent shock waves around the world. The Andes plane crash stands as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life, of the lengths to which humans will go to survive. It is a story of unimaginable horror and extraordinary courage, forever etched in the annals of history. And for those who lived through it, the memory of that Friday, the 13th, would remain a haunting reminder of their brush with death and the sacrifices they made to cheat it. The blizzard of '06, from the icy peaks of the Andes, we descend to the shores of Lake Erie, where a different kind of Friday the 13th unfolded. In October 2006, as the leaves turned golden brown and the air grew crisp with the promise of autumn, the city of Buffalo, New York, braced itself for a Halloween weekend of festivities. But Mother Nature had other plans, a chilling spectacle in store. On Friday the 13th, as darkness fell, a freak lake effect snowstorm swept in from the west, its fury fueled by the unseasonably warm waters of the Great Lake. What began as a gentle flurry quickly escalated into a blinding whiteout, the snow falling so heavily, so rapidly, that it seemed to defy the very laws of nature. Within hours, the city was paralyzed. Roads disappeared beneath a thick blanket of white. Cars were transformed into snowdrifts, and the familiar cityscape vanished beneath an ethereal, almost otherworldly shroud. The weight of the snow, heavy and wet, brought down power lines, plunging thousands into darkness. The storm raged for 3 long days, an unrelenting onslaught that tested the city's resilience. Schools and businesses closed, their rhythms disrupted by the unexpected chaos. Emergency services struggled to cope, their efforts hampered by the treacherous conditions. As the snow piled up, reaching depths of up to 2 feet in some areas, residents found themselves trapped in their homes. Their world shrunk to the confines of their snowbound dwellings. The hum of refrigerators fell silent The glow of televisions flickered and died, and the comforting routines of daily life were replaced by an eerie silence, broken only by the howling wind and the relentless thud of snow against window panes. The blizzard of '06, as it came to be known, was a stark reminder of nature's raw power, its ability to disrupt and overwhelm even the most carefully laid plans. It was a Friday the 13th that the residents of Buffalo would not soon forget, a tale of survival and resilience in the face of an unseasonal onslaught. And as the city dug itself out from beneath the drifts, there were whispers, hushed and half-joking, of curses and bad omens, a testament to the enduring power of superstition in the face of the inexplicable. Friday the 13th may be just another day for some, but for those who lived through these events, it's a day they'll never forget. Superstition or coincidence, you decide. But remember, the next Friday, the 13th, is always just around the corner. These tales etched in history serve as chilling reminders of the capricious nature of fate, of the ever-present possibility of the unforeseen. Whether we attribute them to mere coincidence or to some darker, unexplainable force, they stand as testaments to the enduring power of fear, the grip of superstition on the human psyche. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more chilling stories from holy fucking horror. Until next time, stay safe or not.